I did. But you know that's a big old building, and can you imagine what it costs to keep it going if you don't have the programs and stuff going on that bring in money to pay for it?
Mhm.
I think there's a hospital that's taking it over. Is that what I
Yeah,
understood?
yeah. Our hospital here, Phoebe, is taking over the building.
Well, I was concerned of how it was going to affect me and our class, and it's not because the SOWEGA Council on Aging, they do what's called Senior Center Without Walls, and I think that is
Mhm.
so interesting that they take different things out into the community, and
Mhm.
so we are the community, y'all. So I don't think
Yeah, 'cause
I had. Go ahead.
that's what they said that they were going to be doing.
Yeah.
They were not going to have the classes because they're going to have a Sowega administrative office.
Yes.
They would implement the programs, I guess,
Yeah.
maybe through the. I'm not sure.
Well, budgets are so weird right now, and
Mhm.
there's so much uncertainty when it comes to if we're going to get our money, what hoops we're going to have to jump through to get our money, and if they deem what we do enough for the little bit of money that we do get. I mean, it's just
Mhm.
crazy, and I understand at the federal level, and I think it's wise. Um, to look through the programs and see where there's waste happening and maybe fraud or maybe, I mean, people, money can bring out the worst in people, can bring out the worst in people.
Mhm.
So it's not a bad idea to go through and just put a check on everything, but leave me alone.
Exactly. Exactly. And the seniors are the least people that you should. I think the children and the seniors are the least people that you should affect.
I agree. I mean, good gosh. I
Yeah.
feel like we owe it to our elders to take
Mhm.
care of them. I mean, that's not embedded in our culture like it is in other cultures,
Mhm.
but it should be, and it's a shame.
Yeah,
So,
it should be.
and then, of course, children,
Yeah,
they didn't
yeah.
ask to be here.
Exactly. And they are the future.
They are our future, and if
Mhm.
you don't take care of their, basic needs,
Mhm.
but beyond basic needs, that
Mhm.
mental health part, if
Mhm.
you don't
Mhm.
take care of that, you're gonna mess them up, and they're gonna grow up and do messed up stuff.
Exactly. Exactly.
And I've
That's right.
I've said for the longest time, the biggest problem in our world is that, we have kids being born who aren't wanted and aren't loved.
Mhm.
And I mean, it's just the foundation of us as a people. So, yeah, I'm
Mhm.
with you. We'll see. I mean, we'll see how it all plays out, but we'll rock and roll as long as they'll let us. Um, I don't think I told y'all that Miss Nora will not be joining our Friday classes because her schedule has changed.
Oh
But
wow.
she's been coming to Tuesday class in the afternoon, and so she hopes to be back in August if
Okay.
we continue, in August. Which I mean, I plan on it. And so, as long as I'm able to, it doesn't even matter if SOWEGA supports this class. I'm happy to offer it. Um, but anyway, we won't worry about that right now. So
Okay.
let me turn. We're just getting started on this class. I'm always looking forward though. Let me turn on our good music. I've been listening to this song by Chris Stapleton called "What Are You Listening To?" It is such a vibe song, and I've listened to it like 25 times in a row. I don't know. All right, here's that. what brought it up is it was on. It was on when I opened up my Spotify. All right. Today's opening day baseball season, so I had to wear my baseball shirt. We got a doubleheader in Cochran, and so I'll be leaving the office after this class. That's why we made this class so early, for those times whenever I needed to take off and go. So thank y'all for accommodating that early time. All right, here we go. Getting in my stable stance. Just going through my body and checking and make sure I'm not holding any tension anywhere. I'm really checking my hips. You know, sometimes when we do a lot of sitting, and that includes driving, and that's my story, my hips get real tight, so I want to make sure I'm holding my hips in a way that isn't causing more tension. It used to be my shoulders were my affliction. So whatever yours is, just check it, release it, breathe. Y'all, I've been practicing my diaphragmatic breathing, and I promise y'all, I have been sleeping better. I'm going to say it's because of breathing. Starting with our neck. And I'm breathing as we move slow, smooth, and continuous. Other neck exercise, side to side. I'm stuck on this one. This feels good on my neck. Didn't realize my neck was so stiff. All right, rotate those shoulders. And back. And Miss Gwen, if you stop and think that I called it Thieves' Tea, but there's actually no tea in it, that is correct. There is no tea. It's just water. And I guess the honey kind of gives it a tea color. But I just thought of that whenever as I'm rotating my shoulders, that it's called tea, but it doesn't have tea in it. our spine. Reminder of breath. Inhale as you come to your ball. Exhale as you separate. I feel like I get a better stretch when I exhale through that separation. Back to our ball and side to side. Our hips. Stay slow, smooth, and continuous. Even in that transition, keep it smooth. For our knees. Appreciate the strength in your legs as you do these movements. Of course, one of the principles in our Tai Chi is that weight transfer, and it's weight transfer and holding weight on one leg that helps these legs be strong and be stabilizers for us and help keep us from falling. Well, this is challenging to hold weight on one leg while you move the other leg and you're punching out with that opposite hand. So very dynamic movement. So appreciate that for what it is and be proud of yourself for how far you've come with it. And even though you might have days where you're a little bit off on balance, or some days my knees hurt a little bit or my hip hurts a little bit, as I shift weight and hold weight on one side or another. Check in with your fist. Make sure you're not holding your fist too tight. I just felt my right hand really like balled up. So notice tension and let it go. That's that body awareness that we get from Tai Chi class. It makes us think about our bodies and how we hold it all the time, not just in Tai Chi class. But the more we visit it and think about it, the more second nature it comes. That's true with anything in life, I think. I think about people who are very negative. They're always finding something to complain about. And people like that are always finding something to complain about, because that's what their focus is. But if you do the opposite and find something to be thankful for, or grateful for, or look for some kind of positive little silver lining somewhere in there, you're going to always find it, because that's your habit. And y'all probably know both kinds of people. I think I've been both kinds of people. If people mess with my kids, I tell you, that brings out the worst side of me. As it should.
Yes.
Going back to what we were talking about earlier, we need more parents who care about their kids.
Oh, yeah.
My daughter comes home talking about some of the ways her friends' parents talk to them, and it's just astonishing.
I can imagine.
And girls will tell you all this stuff. Boy, Patrick never told me anything, but Olivia, she tells all of it. you be knowing everybody's business when you got a teenage daughter. All right, give us a good shake, and we're going to go through our part 1 3 times. And that just gets us in that mood and that mode of our Tai Chi, and then we'll go into our part 2. So I think 3 is a magic number. All right, here we go. So part 1, basic 6 and advanced 6. I'll call out the names of the movements and begin. Commence. Open, close, single whip, waving hands in clouds, open, close, single whip, waving hands in clouds. Open, close. Brush knee. Play the loop. Parry punch. Lock and close. Push the tiger. Open, close. Brush knee. Play the loop. Parry punch. Lock and close. Push the tiger. Open, close. Close it out. All right, again. And commence. Open, close. Single whip. Waving hands and clouds. Open, close. Single whip. Waving hands and clouds. Open, close. Brush knee. Play the loop. Parry punch. Lock and close. Push the tiger. Open, close. Brush knee. Play the loop. Parry punch. Lock and close. Push the tiger. Open, close. Close it out. So hopefully you feel your body settling down, getting in that Tai Chi mode, following all of our principles just naturally. Let's do it one more time, and this time I won't talk at all. We'll just go through it. Let's see. I think I'll put on our song since I'm not going to talk. Okay. And begin. How was that? Yay! That's what we want to, that's where we want to be. Able to do our movements without talking, just be in that total zone of Tai Chi, almost lost in the things. And that's when we just get that full benefit, right? And it takes time. And you know, somebody wanted to join the advanced class, my in-person one that's in Claxton, and they had never done this Tai Chi before. And I said, I'm sorry, but you're not going to be able to join that class. You have to get there. You can't just jump into advanced class. I'm not going to do that to you because you're going to be overwhelmed by it. It takes time. And we're not a patient people, just in general, especially as Americans, but just people. We're not patient, and it takes time. But look at the reward we get when we put in the effort and the time to be able to fully enjoy the movement, not just learn it.
Yeah.
All right, so with that said, let's go back to not joy of learning. No, we like to learn, we do, and we're doing really good with our part 2. I have our part 2 movements up, and let's just go through them. I'm gonna go through the movements, one cycle, and then, but I'm just gonna say the name of the movement, and then if we need to break down the movements, we can. Alright, so we go to brush knee. We do brush knee to the right first. So I move over here to get started. Again, coming from open and close, we just finished part 1. Brush knee right. Leisurely tie the coat. Slowing it down. Open, close. Step back, single whip to the left. Fist under elbow to the left. Repulse the monkey all the way around. So we go to the back, then to the front, and to the left. Now leisurely tie the coat to the left. To the front, open, close. Close it out. So that's our first cycle. And then we go all the way back to the top and repeat those exact things, just the opposite directions. How'd you do on that?
Yeah.
Okay, that's where we should be. That's where we should be. Because we ended in December. But hopeful. We're hopeful. We're not just, we're hopeful. We're not giving up. But, you know, I did all that just without talking about what was going on purpose. Because that just tells us, ooh, I did really good on brush knee. Well, you should, because it's in our part 1. But wherever it might have gotten an unky place, let's go over the pieces and parts. So we don't have to talk about brush knee. We know brush knee. Here. All right. So at the end of brush knee, we follow step left, which means all our weight is on our right foot. I'm going to step back left, and that left hand's going to come down to my hip with my left leg, and that's when I karate chop with that right hand. So step back, karate chop right. My weight is still on this right foot, because remember, all of our steps are empty. Once I karate chop, I'm ready to give that left foot weight. Shift back to the left, and when I get all that weight shifted, my hand is at my waist, my belly button. I don't know. All of our anatomy is a little bit different, but I'm pulling it in towards my belly button. 3 fingers. So 3 fingers on my left hand go to my right wrist as I follow step right. Okay? So let's go back to that beginning. So that's a lot of words. Step back left, karate chop right. Shift, follow step, 3 fingers. So that's what that is. Now we zip it up. So when we zip it up, remember, we keep our shoulders relaxed and it's our hands that come up. So we remain upright. There's a tendency to want to raise up your shoulders with the zipping, but we keep our shoulders relaxed and we zip up. So from the front, it looks like, okay, we're here, we karate chop, shift, follow step 3 fingers, zip it up. So then we zip it up about chest high. We never cover our eyes in Tai Chi because remember, it's the fight we're never going to have. And so if we really were fighting, we can't cover our eyes because we can't see our opponent. So it's here. If you were to come up any higher, it starts pulling tension in your shoulder. So just recognize that. It's just zip it up. We want to zip it up, our jacket, but still show off our necklace. We zip it up all the way, we can't show our necklace. So we're zipping it up. Now we're ready to offer it. Now suddenly we have a pie. So we're going to step right, empty. All of our steps start out empty, but then we give it weight. We give it weight as we offer that pie out. And so a key here is, it says my internet connection is unstable. The heck? That's weird. Listen, I'm a little unstable internet. So I feel you. Alright, so alright, so here's our pie. We're gonna offer that pie. Now when we offer that pie, things to keep in mind is our posture stays upright. We don't lean with our pie. We don't offer it like this. We stay upright and we extend that hand with that pie on it. Soft bend. Remember our open joint or our song joint. So that's something to remember here is we extend it, but we have that good posture. We're kind of snobby about our pie, and that kind of feels that way. We're like, I have the best pie in the world. And when you have this kind of attitude about it, you have that better posture. Like, oh, here is my pie. They don't want your pie. So, just take your snobby pie back. Alright, so we're offering our pie with our good posture, our good snobby posture. And but they don't want our pie. So we step back, we shift. And I love that moment of that shift. Let me get in camera view. Because whenever I step back, I shift, that right toe pops up. So as soon as that weight is off of that foot, I pop that toe up. So now suddenly we have a string that's tied from our middle finger to our middle toe. It goes magically through our shoe. And when we bring that pie around, that toe, because it's connected to that string, follows it around. So we bring it around. The 3 fingers stay on that wrist. Bring it around. And our eyes even follow it. We're thinking, there ain't a thing wrong with that pie. Why don't they want that pie? We're going to give it to them anyway. So our 3 fingers, as we move that hand, our 3 fingers landed on the back of our wrist. And that gives us a little bit of leverage. We can extra deliver that pie. So again, when we deliver that pie, it's that extension of the arms. So we're still not leaning. We're still remaining upright as we deliver that pie. Boom. We leaving that pie with you, and we headed to the house. So now open and close, because we needed a deep breath after all that. Alright, let's go back to the end of brush knee. Practice that leisurely tie the coat. Step back, karate chop. Shift, follow step 3 fingers. Zip it up. Step right, shift and offer that pie. We're proud of it. They don't want it. Step back, shift, bring that pie around, Now our 3 fingers are on the back of our wrist. Shift as we deliver, remaining that upright posture. Now come to the front. Open, close. That felt good. All right, let's do it one more time. The end of brush knee. Leisurely tie the coat. Step back, karate chop. Shift. Follow step 3 fingers. Zip it up. Step right. Shift and deliver. Shift and offer. Follow step. Step back. Shift. Bring that pie around. Shift as I deliver. Follow step to the front. Open and close. All right, close it out. Y'all feel good about those pieces and parts? That doesn't mean you have it perfected, but all the explanation, the whole story, helps you know what's there for us to do. Okay, moving on. We don't have to talk about open and close. Step back, single whip. So when we do our single whip in part 1, we step forward, and then our head and eyes follow the opposite hand of the foot that steps out. So I tell y'all, that's a rule of single whip. Step back, single whip follows the rule too, but we step back. So we come from open and close. We shift right, we step back left. So when we immediately step back, we get into that staggered stance, and that foot lands empty. When our hands push out, that's when we even out the weight. So when our hands are out, now we have weight on both legs. It's the same as when we do our single whip in part 1, where we shift, stagger stance. This is empty until we push those hands out. Now we have weight on both feet. So that movement of that hand is kind of magic into the weight shift and giving us weight on both legs. So step back, single whip works that same way. We step back empty. We give it weight or adjust weight as we push out. Turn our hands, separate, and our eyes follow the hand opposite of the foot that steps. So in single whip, our foot steps forward. We follow the opposite. In step back, the foot steps back. We follow opposite. So I know I've been there before in the beginning where I'd push my hands out and go, oh gosh, which hand am I supposed to follow? So I found that rule and said, oh, it's always opposite of the foot that stepped back. Hopefully you stepped the right foot back. But here it says step back, single whip, left. Now, that may be confusing because it's like left, our head is going to the right. So you might think that's wrong, but it's that leg, the step back, leg, the left, and then we follow that rule of opposite. All right, we're good on that. Step back, single whip.
Yes.
All right, fist under elbow. So we're here at the end of step back, single whip. Here's our opportunity to shift and pivot. So we pivoted when we did our brush knee because we did shift and we pivoted on that foot. We turn that toe in, that gets us going in the direction of right. And so in fist under elbow, we pivot again. But we shift left, and then we pivot right. So on that heel, all our weight's on our left foot. Our right foot, we pivoted. So we're wanting to head to that wall, or face that wall, and we're trying to fix our feet and get it there. So that's why we pivot it. When we pivot our right foot, that right hand comes down to the hip. Now I know our feet are in a weird position, so let's finish it off by shifting right. Now you pivot on the left. That time you pivoted on the ball of your foot. So you pivot on your right on the heel, and then you shift right, and you finish, you pivot the left on the ball. So now both of our feet are facing the left wall. Nothing happened with our left hand other than it just went along for the ride. So our palm did change where it was facing, but it's only because it went along with what our body was doing. So again, we're coming from step back single whip. We shift left, pivot right, right hand comes to our hip, shift right, pivot left. So you see how that left hand, it went from facing the front to now it's facing the left, only because our body moved. So all the weight's on our right foot, our left foot is ready to step. Now we're going to shift left. As we shift left, this left hand is going to go from facing the left and it turns to face the front. As it's turning and we're shifting the weight, this right hand balls up and it goes from here, not here, to here. So it comes from our hip, balls up, loose fist, and goes fist under elbow. So again, a reminder, it's not under our elbow, it's the plane of under. So it's not here, it's not at the elbow, it's on fist under elbow. So that's where it ends with the follow step right. So end of step back single whip, fist under elbow, shift left, turn right, shift right, turn left, step left, shift, follow step, fist under elbow. I love that move. Step back single whip, fist under elbow, shift, pivot, shift, pivot. I think I like a pivot. Step, shift, follow step. So I think that takes some practice to just get that movement to flow. And when you get good at that movement, then it helps you with repulse the monkey. Because what's repulse the monkey? But step, there's pivots that happen when you go from the back. Shift, pivot, step, shift, follow step. That. So getting comfortable with an unweighted foot pivoting either on the heel or on the ball, whichever part that move calls for. So taking time to practice, it may be good to have some shoes that aren't real rubbery, or like the shoes I have on this morning, they're rubber soled and they're like not spiky, but you know what I'm talking about. They're not real slick at the bottom. It may be helpful to have on some flat shoes that kind of slide across the floor a little easier to practice pivots. Step back, single whip, fist under elbow, shift, pivot, step, shift, follow step. And you're kind of practicing being light on the feet. Giving weight to that other foot. All right, let's talk about, are you good with fist under elbow? Any questions about those pieces and parts?
No, I'm good with that.
Okay. Repulse the monkey. So we're fist under elbow. We step out, lay hands. So whenever I say lay hands, we're basically going like this. And we're preparing to brush, right? Preparing to brush. Preparing to brush. So it's real flowy and circular as you lay, separate, and brush. Lay, separate, and brush. Step out, we laid our hands. We're going to shift right, separate, prepare. What are we preparing for? Step, shift, and brush. Follow step. Now I'm going to step back to give us some room to work with. Step back right, shift, lay our hands, pivot on that left heel, shift, pivot on that right ball, step the right towards the front, shift right as I brush, follow step left. Now let's brush to the left. Step, lay hands, shift, separate, and shift as I brush, follow step. That's a fun move too. Once we get our little pivoty feet, circling around, it's a lot of fun to brush to the back and brush to the front and brush to the left. So that's what we're going to work on, is that flow and feeling the weight transfer, pivot, transfer, but light and easy as we go to the front, step to the back. I feel like we're more airy in part 2 than part 1, because you're expected to have a lot of strength because you got it from part 1. When you come to part 2, not everybody's able or ready ever to do part 2, but because we have great strength, we can hold weight and pivot and be real, it's almost quick, isn't it, as we shift that weight. Even though we're slow, smooth, and continuous, that weight shift is real airy and flows. And it kind of happens pretty fast. But we'll get there. It takes practice. But always know, even though there may be that expectation, good gracious, it's 10 o'clock. Even though there may be that expectation of having the strength, we're all going to have good and bad days with that. And you always have permission to modify. So if you need to brush to the back and just shuffle yourself to the front and shuffle yourself to the side, that's okay. Don't worry about that. Learn the pieces and parts and then get yourself comfortable with all the details of the movements. Alright, our next one is leisurely tie the coat to the left. We'll go through that real quick because we already really talked about it. It's just that this one is just opposite. So this time we step back right, karate chop left. Shift, follow step 3 fingers, zip it up. Step, offer. We're proud of that pie. They don't want it. Step back, bring that pie around. Shift as I deliver. Follow step to the front. Open, close. And so now we'll be ready to do it all to the other side. So, very good. Good review, right? We feel good?
Yeah.
All right, let's give ourselves a nice fist massage. Tell our legs thank you. In our I guess it's technically our 3rd week. We're real far into this, thanks to what we did up to December. So we're coming into this. By April, we're gonna just be practicing these moves and just leaving Tai Chi class probably sweating, because That's what we do on Mondays. We just continually go through part 1 and part 2. And we are all so hot whenever we're done with class from all that cardiovascular work. Something part 2 especially just gets that heart rate, heart pumping. But we'll take it. I like being challenged by my brain to do these moves. But also, I never get tired of doing waving hands in clouds. That's just forever one of my favorite moves to get lost in, because of all the principles that we practice in it. And just pull it out and wave hands in clouds to a wall and then change to the other side. We have our fist representing our strength, our fingers representing our friendship, our thumb our humility, and putting that together in mutual respect, we say namaste. So, sorry I went a little bit over, but we're at 10:05.
Okay.
I hope y'all have a great week. Miss Gwen, I hope you get to feeling better.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you.
When we come back next week, it'll be February the 6th.
Okay.
All right. Love y'all. If y'all need me, y'all just let me know, okay? Y'all have my number.
All right.
All right.
Thank you. Bye-bye. Everybody have a great week.
Thank you. Love you.
Bye-bye.
Bye.